Hey guys, I had to start the video with this awesome shirt. Thanks, Basgram. Picked this up on his shop and it is awesome. And what a better way to start the video than to talk about the project we've been working on since we've seen Pantheon and since we actually saw a few Basgram videos. So what is Pantheon.Plus? Well, the first thing I will tell you is for those of you who have watched our videos and experienced the content that myself and Haya have put out there will be more of that to come, but that is a very small piece of what Pantheon.Plus is. Pantheon.Plus is an idea built around community matters. We switched over from World of Warcraft, many of you know that who've watched the videos, myself after 14 years, because the community just wasn't enjoyable anymore. And that community toxicity really drove me away from wanting to log into the game. It wasn't so much the content as it was just dealing with all the negativity everywhere you looked. And so when we saw that Pantheon was coming, with some roots for both of us in EverQuest, Haya a little bit longer than myself, we decided that this was something worth investing in. And when we read that community matters and we saw it plastered all over the Pantheon website, spoken about with Basgram and his videos, and we started to dig into more content, we knew this was the place to come to create something that would be beneficial for everyone trying to look and get information about Pantheon. So what are we announcing? We are announcing a website called Pantheon.Plus. That's also your web address, www.Pantheon.Plus. And this website is a community matters project, a love project, I guess you'd say, in which you can access and view content from some of the best content creators who have supported and are backing Pantheon. I first want to thank Basgram. He's one of the first people we've ever reached out to about this project. He's been so supportive and so welcoming to a new couple of guys trying to make some content and support the game. And it's really the first step in what made Pantheon.Plus possible. So with great partners, we were able to put something out that I'll show you here in a few moments that is really going to help people consume information about Pantheon, share information about Pantheon, and be able to communicate within a positive community excited and hyping for Pantheon. So before I show you the site, I just want to say that our goal is very simple. We want to create a hub in which all forms of media are supported by content creators who are professionals, like one of our partners in Nathan Napalm, who's been making videos for a long time and has a ton of great content out there, all the way to fledglings like us who have just started making content. We're also really happy to announce partnerships with the Standing in Fire podcast, with Battle Axe Theater, who are two of my favorite guys and also got me very excited in making content, as well as the legendary Chris Kane, whose voiceovers have, I mean, if you're a fan of Pantheon, I don't have to explain who Chris Kane is. His voiceovers are incredible. He's lent his efforts and his time to us in this project, and I can't thank him enough. And all of these contributors are partners. Pantheon.Plus is not just myself and Haya and our back-end guy, Poiru. It's a team. It's a community. And we hope that we will grow that community in a very large way. We'll be hosting content from all of those announced partners, which we're very excited about. It has allowed us to launch what we're about to show you with over 60 pieces of media that you'll be able to consume and check out that will grow on the daily. The other aspect of this, though, is that we're encouraging the community to do the same. For Pantheon.Plus, we're not just hosting community info or contributor videos and media on our website. We're actually making it so that we can redirect to your social media, whether it be Twitter, a website, or anything of the sort, your YouTube channel, and we can help drive hits and drive people to what we believe is positive content that will help grow the Pantheon.Plus community. Now, I keep saying positive content, so what does that mean? Well, it's not all going to be, hugs and kisses and everything's great with Pantheon. That's not what we're trying to say. But I think when we say positive community, we want to have a community we can go to that will be positive to approach and fun and welcoming. It doesn't mean we can't have content that disagrees with a decision. It doesn't mean we can't have suggestions or what we would prefer, or talking about something we don't necessarily like. Any of our contributors that would like to submit videos like that, please do. It's an open forum, and we want to make sure that everyone's points that are valid are heard. However, we will not be hosting anybody who makes videos for pure toxicity, clickbait, or just to rile up the community. So there's plenty of places for that. You can go on Reddit. You can make your own YouTube videos. You can go into the forums, Discord. We're just looking for a place where you can come to and find positive information about the game of Pantheon. And we believe that if we continue to grow that, we can grow the excitement for Pantheon together. We can help new content creators get seen and grow their channels. And hey, surpass us, please do. Like I said, it's not about the content that myself or Hayam make. We're doing that because we love this. But more than anything, we want to promote those that work hard on spreading the word about Pantheon. Okay, so with that said, this is a picture of the homepage of the site. And for everybody who is watching this video at the time of watching, this is a live website. So you can jump right out of this video and pull this up and start looking through the videos and looking through the content that we have preloaded on here. And keep in mind that it is going to be something that's continued to grow. It'll grow with not only feedback from the contributors, but also from the community, things that you'd like to see, things that would make it easier for you to experience the content you would like to see, different events and such that we'll be able to do as a joint community. So a lot of that's going to expand over time. So just remember, this is day one. So once again, if you do want to check out this page after the video, very simply www.Pantheon.Plus. Okay. So on the right hand side here, you're going to see this is your homepage, little splash of our logo with the class icons. You'll have a ticker here. The important thing about this ticker is I thought about a lot of ways to add quick news to the website, as far as site updates, feature updates, or maybe even content updates. That maybe would just be a quick way to get that out so you can see what the newest news is on the site. Just something really simple, easy. It works good on mobile as well, so you should be able to check that out just to get quick updates on what's going on without really having to worry about breaking the format of the page or worrying about formatting of text and all those things, because at the base of this entire project, it's not so much what it looks like on the outside that is what I'm most proud of. I'm very proud of the underlying build of the site that makes it very easy to add content and build on a contributor as well. So that's, I think, the best part. When content comes out, we can quickly add that with templates, and it's just really done in a way that's easy to keep going with. On the front page here, you're going to actually see the titles at the top here are our main pages. Now, at the filming of this video, there's one last feature that we're trying to finish, and it will be finished. We've done it on a different project, a trial project, if you'd say that, and that's a login, log out feature, so people can comment on the articles. We're not allowing people to comment on the articles without being logged into the site. I'm sure you guys know why. It's the various forms of bots and stuff like that, or just people posting things that aren't necessary. It's less likely to happen during a login process. So across the top, the only thing you're not going to see that will be active when this video is put up is a login, log out feature. Across the top, you'll have the homepage, which we're at now. We're going to go into each one of these pages. You have the media page, classes, races, the archive, which is probably one of the biggest keys of this site, which I'll get into. Just a small about page, nothing super important, just about the Pantheon.Plus team, and we may add our contributors in there as well to give you a little bit of info about them. And then our submit feature, which is really important to the site, which we'll get into momentarily. When you launch the page, you're always going to get the most recent articles or media that's been submitted to the site. If you look at right now, as of the filming of this video, the most current article added was The Dragon Story by Nathan Napalm. You'll see The Scar Lord by Chris Kane. You'll see the first podcast for Pantheon by Standing in Fire, and you'll see our roundtable. So you'll see the 10 most current articles will always be listed right on the main page, so you can click in and check those out, and we'll jump into an article here shortly. You'll see just a little quick thing about Pantheon.Plus, a lot of what we talked about in the intro, and just some of the main contributors and partners to the site, and that fact that community really matters. On the left-hand side, this will be where the video you're watching will live. Obviously, it's not completed. We're not Spaceballs where the movie is out before it's finished. We actually have to finish this video. That'll be there for people to kind of understand what this is all about. Easy access, click on, and a lightbox effect, which I'll show you in just a second. We're going to have a current poll right now, just a simple one. What race you're intending to play will be the one that launches. So we're going to keep that up for a little bit, try to get a real good feel for what the community feels there. a quick look at our Twitter and why we feature our Twitter on the front is because we're also going to be retweeting content from our contributors, from the community. So we just put that on there so you can kind of catch some of the stuff we're talking about. And this is a big one here. This is another link and a little bit of an explanation of the submit feature that's listed at the top here. And it kind of talks about for the Pantheon community to work, we really do need you to submit content. We need people to want to submit their video links, to submit articles, and submit opinion pieces, art, whatever you want to do, a podcast, any of that type of stuff. We want you to be able to submit that. And we'll get from you, which you'll see in a bit here, the social media you want to push, whether it's Twitter, whether it's Twitter, YouTube, or any of that kind of thing, Twitch, whatever it is that you want to drive for yourself, will help drive that. We're not looking to put the content on our site and claim any ownership whatsoever. We're actually looking at pushing everybody from here to you. And the submit button will take you to the same submit feature up top. It's a little bit of an explanation about that. And then just a small quote from Visionary Realms for anyone who's kind of exploring Pantheon for the first time, which is also a really important thing for us. We want someone that is exploring Pantheon to come somewhere where they can really dig in and, again, really touch on that positive community, that welcomeness, to show them, wow, this game's a lot more than just a game. It's about the community, the people who play it, and being united and driving this game's success, which is pretty cool. So let's go ahead and do two things. First, I want to show you that all of the content that we put on the page is linked to the YouTube. So even our own videos are not hosted directly on the website. They're directly on our YouTube page. And when you click on any video content on our page, it is actually going to take you to a lightbox effect. So I'm going to show you this with our Dire Lord video that's up right now. So when you click this, you'll see that it pops up in its own window. You can play it, and then there'll be the YouTube functionality at the bottom here where you can switch out to the actual YouTube page and watch it. But it does still count as a hit for you, because we're not hosting it. This is hosted by YouTube. It's hosted by your channel. You can get right to it there. So that's pretty cool. It's an easy way to watch the video, and everybody's properly credited for that. So I'm going to close that for now. Let's go ahead, and I'm going to take you into a quick blog post here and show you around that just a tiny bit. So if I go ahead and I click on, we're going to do two. We'll do Nathan Napalm and we'll do Standing in Fire. So I'm going to show you those two. So first of all, this is Nathan Napalm, art taken from his YouTube channel. You click on his art, and just like the other video, that will come up in the YouTube lightbox, and you'll be able to watch that. Just click off, you can drag out his description from YouTube. So we're just taking it straight from your YouTube, and we're going to direct it right back. And then you'll see at the bottom here, you can get a direct link to your Twitter. If you're someone who becomes part of the contributor team, you'll see your own archive as well. But down here at the bottom for any content creators, we'll put your logo and your redirects on where you want to head. And we also give our users the ability to share via email, Twitter, or Facebook. Right now, we may expand that depending on what we decide to go with there. And if you are logged in, like I am here, you can actually go ahead and post comments and have comment threads within each blog post. So it's pretty simple. We're looking to highlight the content, not so much the page once you click into a blog post. So very simple, very easy to add in and build on. And, obviously, like I said, redirect. That's the key. So, and just to show you a little bit of a different setup, because this is a podcast versus a video, we're not going to light box a podcast. From right here, you can click on the Standing in Fire podcast. This is episode 1. This will play it, logo, and a little bit of a breakdown on what they're discussing. A link to a poll that they discuss in that, the phone number to call them in, and then the shout outs for them, because they don't have a YouTube channel for their content. It's really hosted off their website. So we'll drive to their website and we'll drive to their Twitter. And again, same thing, you can share to social media, comment on any of the articles. So let's give you a little bit of a look on what two different types will look like. Also we'll have one that's based on articles and such like that. So that's the homepage. It's going to get you the most current content. So let's go into the media page. This is our partnered contributors is going to be featured on here. And this is probably going to expand as well. So we'll have our most recent videos up here with a link to our YouTube page. And then we're going to have Twitter feeds of things that we think people would enjoy checking out. Now, this is also going to expand in the future, and it may even expand before the actual launch into things like feature video of the week, where we can highlight different people's content from in here. And we're going to do a little bit more within the media and hopefully build on this. But you'll see that you'll have Twitter feeds as well as direct link to the Twitter feeds for all of the main partner contributors on the site. So kind of see that here. That's our media page. Our classes page. So our classes page is broken down by class, and we'll list up to a total of X amount of videos depending on the section of it. So or content, not just videos, but any content that's related. Everything's categorized, so we'll get a little bit into that again as well. So at the top here, you'll have your 4 most recent. You have a click to check out the classes and what races can play them. These will go into the different posts here, and in certain sections, you'll see the ability to load more posts, which will enable you to expand even more and dig in as much as you want to dig in. More importantly, because of the categorization, if you're a Cleric fan and you just really want to see Cleric videos, Cleric content, we'll link all the content to each individual class. So if you want to learn about Cleric, you can come into here now and see that we have 5 different pieces that will feature the Cleric, whether it's entirely featuring the Cleric or just talking about the Cleric. And we're going to do the same thing through the page. So you'll be able to see some of the more recent posts here, but we'll get a little bit more into that within the archive page. So races is going to work exactly the same as the classes. We may not see as much content in this in the beginning, but as we start to see racial abilities log out, stories and lore come out, we'll have a lot of different things that you might be able to see in the races here, which is pretty cool. I'm excited for more information about that. So this page will obviously grow pretty tremendously. Now, in each of these, you'll see that I've grouped the recent articles up top and then grouped them in groups of 3 for their recent articles, just again, because there's not as much content right now. That may change in the future where each one has its own row, similar to classes. But for right now, this actually works really well. And what we did, because we absolutely love Chris Kane, and thank you, Chris, for allowing us to do this, any of the races that you click on will immediately bring up the story-driven lore from Pantheon read by Chris Kane. So if you want to learn more about the races, all you have to do is click on them. It's nice and easy to access. So that's a little bit about what you'll see on that page, and again, that will grow over time. Now, the archive is probably what's going to be one of the more used features of the site, at least in our thoughts. This is a category driving of all the articles, of all the media, of all the podcasts, any type of content that finds its way to Pantheon.Plus will be listed here. And you can see right now at the launch of the site, we're really happy that we have quite a bit of content. And you'll see next to each of the class links, the different key contributors across the top here that were mentioned, that they all have their own section. So, if I want to go check out Basgrim, I can click on this. So let me just open this in another tab. But I can jump into Basgrim's individual archive within the site, which will feature, again, links to his Twitter, links to his YouTube, which is customizable by anyone who becomes a key contributor, becomes a partner on the site, and we'll get into more details on how somebody from the community can jump into that and be featured. It's gonna, without getting into a lot of detail because it's not fully fleshed out, it depends on how often you're submitting content, the quality of your content, the consistency and the delivering a positive message. And again, remember, when I say positive message, it's welcoming. It can be, I don't like this, here's why, but effectiveness, not just toxically throwing something out, throwing out your opinion and crapping on everybody else just to do it, but to actually have a good conversation, completely welcome. So if you're someone who does that with consistency and you want to be featured as a key contributor, then you're going to get your own archive page like this as well, which is pretty cool. But as you can see with Basgrim here, you can scroll down infinitely to see anything that's been added to the page that has been effectively added by Basgrim. And this will work the same way with any of the archives. So if I close this and I go into Cleric, I'll see all the different Cleric content that's listed on the site. Basgrim, Nathan Napalm, and Pantheon.Plus have done articles or videos on this. And right now, most of our content are videos. We're really looking forward to people who want to write up articles or submit art, that kind of stuff. We're really excited about. So that's how your archive will function. Clicking back to that, you'll see again, you have races, classes, some key categories across the top. Like if I click on lore, you have some stuff from Nathan Napalm, who recently put out the Dragon story, and you have some items here from Chris Kane, and we're actually going to load up even more Chris Kane lore items past the classes here shortly. So really excited for that. The About section, like I said, there's not a ton to talk about here. This is just giving you guys an insight to who we are and why we think we're capable of doing something like this and providing this resource and being able to be relied upon by those who do support us. Just small little things. What have we done? What have we played? What have we done in media in the past for those that have? It's just a way for you guys to learn a little bit about us. And as we make more videos, we're really, for those interested, we want to tell you more about us so that you can believe in us and help continue to support this project. Okay, so the last piece here is the submit feature. The submit feature is super important. It's pretty simple, but if you type up an article in a separate program, or you make a video, or upload that to YouTube, this is just a form for you to be able to submit your content to us to check out, whether it's via link or it's actually you writing the article and pasting it in, essentially just filling out your name, giving us an email address. Now, we won't do anything with this email address other than contact you. So we'll contact you just to say, hey, can you verify this article? Here are some edits we had to make for posting it. Is this okay? Simple stuff, and to let you know that if we choose to put your content on the page, that we're going to do it so that you're tied into it, and we can make sure that your redirects are proper, whether you want to do, again, YouTube, Twitter, Twitch, any of that stuff. This is a social media share, so this is where you can enter your Twitter handle and all that right here, so that when we get the email, we'll see that. And then here you'll be able to check off any categories that your article covers, so we can properly archive it. And we're going to watch the videos, and we'll listen to the podcasts, and we'll read the articles, so we'll also verify to that. But this gives you a way to sort of set up how your content will show up through the site. If you have media that you want to link, whether it's a picture, whether it's your actual video, you can put that into here. You can put multiple things into there. And then this is any details about your article or your content that you want shared. So if you watch a video, what's your caption going to say about that video? That kind of thing. But we hope that this is going to work pretty well. This is going to come directly to me personally, and I will forward it out to our team to check out, whether it's me doing the editing and checking out the video and making sure it's good, whether I share it off with Haya or Poiru or Shao. We'll keep that between us and make sure we don't leak anything if you have a specific time frame when you want to put something out. And on top of that, people that we welcome onto our community, obviously through our Twitter and various means, we're going to give shout outs to. We'll probably do some videos from time to time talking about different content creators. We're going to do interview type things to introduce the community, because that's really going to be our main focus, is the community. And like I said, the last thing missing from here is a login, log out feature, which you will see at the time of launch. So just jumping back to the homepage here, it's a grand idea. The base of what we're trying to accomplish is laid out. When we first decided to do this project, we really thought that all the content we were going to have on here to present at the time of launch was just strictly going to be the Pantheon.Plus content, which would have been 7 videos and saying, hey, hopefully we get more and it's a good resource. But we're so excited that we have over 60 pieces of content because of Basgrim, Battle Axe Theater, Nathan Napalm, Chris Kane, Standing in Fire, everybody who's contributed, specifically them, it's been incredible. The partnership has been great. The feedback has been great. This has been done as a team with phenomenal insight. And not only have I enjoyed this because I'm excited to present this to the community in Pantheon, but I've enjoyed this because I've made really good friends out of the guys and gals that have been a part of this. And I'm so excited to finally get this video out here. I'm not good at keeping secrets. I'm not good at, holding back. So the fact that I made it to this point where we're actually launching a finished product that will, again, build, it's never going to be finished, is just so exciting. I'm excited for all the people who've had faith in us and worked with us. And I'm excited to see where this goes and how much content we can put in here to really give a new Pantheon fan, someone who discovers it, a place to go and just get tons of information and get excited about the game, and even a veteran to stop in and check what's going on, what's new, how can I contribute. It's really exciting because we have a long time until Pantheon comes out. I think every one of us knows that. So how do we take this Community Matters project and how do we all stay excited and hyped up when the game may not be out for a year, 2 years, who knows, right? But the biggest thing is, and like the shirt says, and like Basgrim has said, trust in Pantheon, trust in Community Matters. That's what this is all about. So we really hope you enjoy the site. We hope you click around. We hope you vote in polls. We hope you comment. And we hope for those people who want to make Pantheon content, you'll trust in us to help drive that content with you and bring you into the community to help us make it even stronger. Thank you. honestly, thank you everybody who's helped. Thank you everybody who will help. And thank you to everybody who's watching this video. This is a super important passion project for me. And I really hope everyone's as excited as I am. So please feedback like crazy. I'm going to give out my email address right here. I'll probably put it on the about page eventually here. But if you want to email me directly, just email me at Pantheon.Plus. Simple as that. And remember, when you want to check this site out, it's live right now. Get on there, check stuff out, find broken things, and report it off to me. Hit me up on Twitter. You can probably find me on Discord if you check the Pantheon Discord. You can find me on Reddit posting under Pantheon.Plus. Anytime that you see Pantheon.Plus, it's typically me posting. And let me know. Give me the positives, give me the negatives, give me opportunities. This is for the community, so nothing that's said is wrong. And it's all great ideas that could hopefully drive the future. So thank you guys. Welcome to Pantheon.Plus. I really hope you enjoy. I can't wait to hear from everybody. And once again, thank you to everyone who's made this a possibility. You guys are awesome. And I cannot wait for this to keep growing as we wait for Pantheon. Thank you guys.